Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most iconic figures. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on the quiet Beatle, George Harrison. With his introspective songwriting, innovative guitar playing, and spiritual explorations, Harrison left an indelible mark on the music world. But before he became a global phenomenon, George Harrison was just a young boy growing up in post-war Liverpool, surrounded by the sights, sounds, and rhythms that would shape his future. Born on February 25, 1943, at 12:10 a.m., in a small house on Arnold Grove Ditchio, Wavertree. Liverpool, George Harold Harrison was the youngest of four children to Harold and Louise Harrison. His father, a bus conductor, and his mother, a shop assistant, instilled in him a strong sense of values and social responsibility. The Harrisons were a working-class family, living in a modest three-bedroom house with no indoor bathroom or hot water. Despite the challenges they faced, the family was close-knit, and their home was always filled with love, laughter, and music. Growing up in post-war Liverpool had a profound impact on George's worldview and social conscience. He witnessed firsthand the effects of poverty and inequality, experiences that would later inform his songwriting and philanthropic efforts. The city was still reeling from the devastating bombing raids during World War II, and George often explored the rubble-strewn streets, fascinated by the resilience of the people around him. As a child, he attended Dovedale Primary School, where he met his future bandmate, John Lennon, D.T. Although they didn't become close friends at that time, their shared experiences and sense of humor laid the foundation for their later partnership. The Harrison family was a hub of activity, with relatives and friends frequently dropping by for visits. George's older siblings, Louise, Harry, and Peter, would often regale him with stories of their adventures, sparking his imagination and sense of curiosity. His parents encouraged his early interest in music, buying him a ukulele when he was just 13 years old. This gift marked the beginning of George's journey as a musician, and he quickly taught himself to play, practicing for hours on end in his small bedroom. As we explore the early life of George Harrison, it's clear that his formative years were marked by a mix of creativity, curiosity, and determination. The seeds of his future success were sown in the vibrant streets of Liverpool, where music, art, and community came together to inspire a young boy with a big dream. His family's love and support, combined with the city's rich cultural heritage, provided George with a unique foundation upon which to build his remarkable career. The early 1950s saw a surge in popularity of skiffle music, a genre that combined elements of folk, jazz, and rock. George was captivated by this new sound and began to explore its possibilities. He formed his first band, the Rebels, with his friends from Dovedale Primary School, playing gigs at local parties and events. Although the band didn't last long, it marked an important milestone in George's musical development. As we delve deeper into the early life of George Harrison, we see a young boy who is both ordinary and extraordinary. He was a product of his time and place, shaped by the people and events that surrounded him. Yet he also possessed a unique spark, a creative energy that would eventually propel him to international stardom. With his love of music, his curiosity about the world, and his determination to succeed, George Harrison was poised on the threshold of an incredible journey. As a key member of the Beatles, George Harrison played a crucial role in shaping the band's sound and style. His innovative guitar playing, introspective songwriting, and spiritual explorations helped to propel the group to international stardom. From the release of their debut album, Please Please Me, in 1963, to the psychedelic masterpiece, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band in 1967, the Beatles dominated the music scene, with George's contributions becoming increasingly prominent. One of the pivotal moments in George's career came in 1965, when he met the Indian sitar player, Ravi Shankar. This encounter sparked a deep interest in Eastern spirituality and music, which would have a profound impact on George's songwriting and worldview. All songs like Love You Too and Within You, Without You showcased his growing fascination with Indian classical music, adding a new dimension to the Beatles' sound. As the band's popularity soared, George's confidence as a songwriter grew, and he began to make significant contributions to their albums. His songs, such as Something Here Comes the Sun and While My Guitar Gently Weeps, are now considered some of the greatest in the Beatles' catalog. These compositions not only demonstrated George's technical skill, but also revealed his emotional depth and introspection. The late 1960s were a time of great creative ferment for George, as he explored new sounds, styles, and themes in his music. His work on the Beatles' final albums, Abbey Road and Let It Be, was marked by a sense of experimentation and innovation, as the band pushed the boundaries of what was possible in popular music. Even as the group's internal tensions and personal differences began to surface, George remained committed to his art, using his music as a means of self-expression and spiritual exploration. In 1970, the Beatles disbanded, and George embarked on a successful solo career, releasing his triple album, All Things Must Pass, to critical acclaim. This album, produced by Phil Spector, featured a range of styles, from rock and pop to gospel and Eastern-inspired music, showcasing George's eclecticism and versatility as an artist. The album's hit single, My Sweet Lord, became a massive commercial success, topping the charts in numerous countries and cementing George's status as a major solo artist. Throughout the 1970s, George continued to release innovative and influential albums, including Living in the Material World and Cloud 9. His music addressed themes of spirituality, social justice, and personal growth, resonating with a wide audience and solidifying his position as one of the most beloved and respected figures in popular music. As we explore George Harrison's remarkable rise to fame, it becomes clear that his success was not solely due to his talent or luck, but also to his dedication, perseverance, and passion for his craft. From his early days in Liverpool to his later years as a solo artist, George remained true to his artistic vision, using his music as a means of self-expression, spiritual exploration, and connection with others. In the 1980s, George Harrison continued to release innovative and influential albums, including Gone Troppo and Cloud 9. The latter, released in 1987, featured a range of styles, from rock and pop to reggae and electronic music, showcasing George's eclecticism and versatility as an artist. The album's hit single, Got My Mind Set on You, became a massive commercial success, topping the charts in numerous countries and cementing George's status as a major solo artist. Throughout the 1990s, George remained active in the music scene, releasing the critically acclaimed album Brainwashed in 2002, just a year before his passing. This album, produced by George and his son Donnie, featured a range of styles, from rock and pop to Eastern-inspired music, showcasing George's continued creativity and innovation as an artist. In addition to his music, George was also a passionate advocate for social justice and environmental causes. He was a key organizer of the Concert for Bangladesh in 1971, which raised awareness and funds for the refugees of the Bangladesh Liberation War. He also supported various charitable organizations, including the Hare Krishna Movement and the Natural Law Party. George Harrison's personal life was also marked by significant events during this period. In 1978, he married Olivia Arias, with whom he had a son, Yanni. In 1978, the family lived on George's estate, Friar Park, in Henley-on-Thames, where he maintained a private recording studio and continued to work on his music. Sadly, George Harrison passed away on November 29, 2001, after a long battle with lung cancer. His death was met with an outpouring of tributes from fans, fellow musicians, and the wider world, celebrating his incredible contributions to music, his spirituality, and his commitment to social justice. Today, George Harrison's legacy continues to inspire and influence new generations of musicians and fans alike. His music remains timeless, with songs like Something Here Comes the Sun and While My Guitar Gently Weeps remaining staples of popular music. His innovative approach to songwriting, his experimentation with Eastern music and spirituality, and his commitment to social justice have left an indelible mark on the world of entertainment. As we conclude our journey through the life of George Harrison, it becomes clear that his impact extends far beyond his music. He was a true original, a creative force, who inspired countless others to explore new sounds, styles, and themes in their work. His legacy serves as a reminder of the power of art to transform, to inspire, and to connect us with something greater than ourselves. In the words of George Harrison himself, "The thing that impresses me the most about America is the way parents obey their children." This quote, humorous and insightful, captures the essence of George's wit, his wisdom, and his enduring spirit. As we remember this extraordinary artist, we are reminded of the importance of living in the present, of embracing our creativity, and of striving to make a positive impact on the world around us. And so, as we bid farewell to George Harrison, we take with us the memories of his incredible music, his inspiring legacy, and the timeless wisdom he shared with us through his art. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the life of a true legend in the world of entertainment. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold, reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.